Second City has gone through a lot of transitions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got new ownership.
Yep.
We've got everything's virtual right now.
Yeah.
Certainly, I think you inherited, the morale was kind of low when you came in with the teachers. We had the systemic racism issue. There was a letter to Second City, to Andrew. Andrew steps down. What is it? What is your vision of the training center now? It's almost like starting from scratch in a way, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, I want to build that vision together with the faculty. One of the things, ironically, that did draw me most to the job was the collaboration that the AD in Chicago got to do, because there was, the faculty is so immense there and the programs are so immense there. So there was like program heads and all of these people who kind of, it's not just in LA, I was associate artistic director. I was kind of just running the training center kind of all myself. And in Chicago, there's sort of a lot of people to do that with. And then of course the pandemic hits. And so there's 3 rounds of layoffs, among them, the program heads. So that's the hardest part, that's the hardest part training center wise for me, is like where the numbers are and where I want them to be. But, it is my dream. It is my hope that collaboration will be able to return, because there are so many people at the training center in Chicago who have dedicated their lives, and in Los Angeles and Toronto too. But in Chicago, especially, I feel like, there's a joke that somebody said one time about improvising in LA. And I think it's funny because I think it's true of most people, myself included, when I moved out there. When you play a set with somebody in Chicago, you're playing with people who hope they get to do this for the rest of their lives. And when you play a set with somebody in LA, you're playing with somebody who hopes they never have to do it again, because nobody moves to LA to be an improviser. If you wanted to be an improviser for your entire career and your entire life, you'd stay in a less expensive market where there's more, ready work. And so the thing about Chicago is there are teachers in Chicago. There are fantastic teachers in Los Angeles and Toronto, but a lot of those folks, very understandably so, have moved to those markets to take the next step in their own personal career. And in Chicago, a lot of people are like, they have dedicated, like I said earlier, you turn around and you realize this is your life's work that you've built. And they're people that I've respected and looked up to since I was coming up that teach there. And these are the people that I'm excited to work with. And so my dream, my passion is to shape and build the training center and the future together. And honestly, that's what's kept me going throughout this year, is like my little world is the training center. And I really want, and it's been extremely difficult because a lot of the teachers that I work with, I've never met in person. I've been assigning them classes for a year now, and I've never even met any of them. So I understand that it's incredibly frustrating for them too. Like, it's easy for me to say, oh, the camaraderie and I want to work with everybody and the ensemble of it all. And there hasn't been able to be that for this past year, but I hold on to that. I can't wait for that. I want us all in the building together again. I want us all building things together again. I want to help them in the same way that I said I wanted to help the actors when I became producer in Detroit, with bridges between different disciplines. If you've always taught improv, but you want to teach writing, I think these are incredible artists who are so gifted, and to be able to help people learn in this form, I want to help them blossom in their careers. I really, really do. And together, with the teachers, with the faculty, then I want us all to help the students accomplish their dreams, because that's the goal. That's who we're there for, is the students, and for them to be able to, for that next person coming up through the training center who's dreaming of being on the main stage, to be able to help usher them along that path. It's giving back. I got to do that. I got to do the greatest job in the world, and be on that stage and speak my piece and have that fun. And I really want to help more students find the path, light the path to that for them.
He's a nerd. Oh yeah. Jimmy's a nerd. He's a nerd.